Ladies and gentlemen, and my friend Timmy, welcome back to Cool Ideas, the only channel where nostalgia smells like burnt clutch. Today we're talking about something that's coming back from the 1950s faster than your neighbor's hairline is retreating from the 2020s. So, picture this. The year is 1955. Britain's finest engineers are building sleek roadsters. The Queen is waving from a balcony, and Timmy? He's out there trying to convince people that fish have knees. Fast forward to 2026, and guess what's back? The MGA, a car so British it probably apologizes when it overtakes you. And before we dive into the specifications, if you like your classic cars with a modern twist and your humor dry like an overcooked roast in Parliament, smash that subscribe button. Trust me, we've got more vintage revivals than Timmy has bad tattoos from the 90s. Now, let's get into it. Yes, the British sports car that once made James Bond's uncle feel sexy is back, baby. And no, it's not a reboot by MG itself, because apparently they're too busy slapping badges on crossovers in China. This revival is brought to you by Frontline Cars, a company that lovingly resurrects classics like your grandma's meatloaf recipe, but with more horsepower and fewer regrets. So what's the deal with the 2026 MGA? Well, visually, it's basically still sipping gin with the Queen. The body? Classic 1955 curves, but now it rolls on 15-inch retro-styled wheels and LED headlights sneakily disguised like they belong at a swing dance. Blink and you'll miss the modernization. Now inside the cabin, it's pure vintage theater. Leather, wood, polished aluminium. It's like driving around in a cigar lounge. But wait, Bluetooth audio, power windows, heated seats, and optional air conditioning? That's not 1955. That's Timmy trying to install a hot tub in his fishing boat because he saw it once in a rap video. And speaking of Timmy, he swears he caught a trout in 1958, and he still tells the story like it happened yesterday. Had eyes the size of golf balls, he says. Yeah, Timmy, and Elvis gave it a farewell kiss before it flopped back into the lake. Back to the car. Under that gorgeous hood, there's no wheezy 1950s engine. You've got a modern Ford Duratec engine, two options, in fact. The 2-liter version delivers 225 horsepower and does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds. If that's not enough to make your 2P fly off, the 2.5-liter monster gives you 290 horses and does the same sprint in just 4.1 seconds. Top speed? A limited 250 kilometers per hour, 155 miles per hour. That's the kind of performance that makes you forget the car weighs only 815 kilograms, about 1,797 pounds, which is lighter than Timmy's promises to stay sober at weddings. But it's not just a rocket with retro goggles. The new MGA comes with a limited slip differential, electric power steering, fully independent rear suspension, and modern disc brakes all around. So it handles corners better than a politician handles questions, which is to say, actually pretty well. Now look, we're not saying this car is for everyone. If you want lane assist, parking sensors, or a giant touchscreen that yells at you like your ex-wife, go buy a Tesla. But if you want to feel something again, to grip the wheel and smell leather and petrol and just a hint of midlife desperation, then the MGA is calling your name in a British accent, smoother than Hugh Grant sipping tea on a rainy Tuesday. And to the guy who ends up buying one, we salute you. You're living the dream. Just don't let Timmy near it. Last time he tried to polish a vintage roadster, he used beard oil and a dish rag. Adds character, he said. Yeah, Timmy, so does tetanus. There's a link to the official product website in the video description below, for those of you brave enough to ask your spouse for a second mortgage. And hey, if you laughed, learned, or accidentally clicked on this while looking for your lawnmower manual, consider becoming a sponsor of our channel for just $1. That's right, $1. Even Timmy can afford that, unless he's already spent it on emergency bait for a fish that, according to him, was the size of a love seat with gills. See you in the next episode of Cool Ideas, where every classic car has a comeback and every story is at least 85% more believable than Timmy's fishing tales.